Assured he was speaking to the wrong person, I was asked to sign papers that said rape victim, and I thought something has really happened. My clothes were confiscated, and I stood still naked while the nurses held a ruler to various abrasions of my body and took pictures. On that morning, all I was told was that I had been found behind a dumpster and I had been potentially penetrated by a stranger, and that I should do my best to go home and resume a normal life. This is a quote from the victim of the Brock Turner case. It was the statement that she sent to the judge. And this just shows how continually invasive physically and mentally that sexual assault can be. Every 109 seconds, an American is assaulted. Every 8 minutes, that person is a child. And out of every 10 people raped, 2 of those were college students. While out of 6 out of 1,000 perpetrators will go to jail. After experiencing my own encounter with other research that I've also done, I've concluded that with sexual assault being so prevalent on college campuses and in campus life, it is important that universities take further action and also implement self-defense classes into their programs. The need is higher than ever before for universities to take a step further. Throughout the country, in the past few years, we've seen numerous examples of rape culture at universities. Kristen Jaskowski, the director of sexual health at the University of Arkansas, reports in her article, Yes Means Yes, that in 2011, Kappa Sigma at USC created something called the Gullet Report, which gave frat brothers a way for them to track the girls that they had already had sexual relations with in order to, quote unquote, pick out the easy ones. And in 2012, a flyer at Ohio University was posted in a residence hall that read 10 ways to get away with rape. And in 2014, at Yale University, a fraternity made their pledges do a hazing ritual in which they sat outside freshman dorms and continuously harassed them with different sayings and other things. The list goes on, and the universities are not doing very much to combat this behavior, and it's important for them to now take a step further and help with sexual assaults. However, universities are too worried about doing like women preventative style with self-defense, thinking that it will teach women that they are to blame for the sexual assault and that they're responsible for combating this on their own. And I know what you guys may be thinking, that fighting back makes it worse, or if it doesn't work, or that it may be physically impossible for a woman to fight off a man. However, it's been reported that women actually can and do effectively resist assaults. RAINN, the largest national sexual assault organization, posted that 90% of women changed their lifestyle in some way in order to avoid a sexual assault, whereas only 20% reported to actually take a self-defense class. And only 50% of these women actually said that they would fight back in the presence of an assailant. Jill Kermel, a professor at Drew University, states that women that resist a sexual assault actually deter the likelihood of assaults continuing to happen. And Impact Basics is a seminar that Drew University created. That it's a 24-hour seminar over a 7-day period where students learn everything from general safety tips all the way to mock fights where they're able to actually incorporate self-defense moves they learn. Students surveyed at the beginning of this seminar reported to have felt like anxious, afraid, or even embarrassed to be in the class. However, after the same students were surveyed, and they said that they felt more confident in fighting back and were more willing to report a sexual assault if they saw one or had them happen to them. And this program also reiterates to women that they're not to blame for sexual assaults. However, it's important to take a further step in order to protect yourself if something does happen. It's impossible to eliminate all the risk factors unless you were to fix an offender's behavior. But Cindy Rich, a counselor at the Christian Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan, in her article Evaluation of Risk Reduction Programs, stated that women that take these programs are more apt to be able to tell danger cues while they're out and about, and are able to better feel the need for the necessity of self-defense. All of these skills are taught in the Impact Basics seminar, and they help you gain the essentials to protecting yourself and bridge the gap between theory and lived experience in these situations. Some of the issues I've noticed with maybe getting one of these programs into WSU would obviously be like staffing issues for the program and or like allocating the resource money. But as students, isn't it like our most important thing, like safety on campus and making sure everyone has a good academic community to feel safe in? And so for this, I think that WSU should try to add like an impact basics like once a semester over the weekend and have it optional for students to take. This helps it make it cost effective and still gets the message across. However, if the university does not have the resources for this, you could also go to the YMCA. They hold a self-defense class 3 to 4 times a year and it costs $25. It's over a weekend and it's open to all ages and genders. So for now, I encourage you all to take a self-defense course, but at the very least, make a pledge to fight back and protect yourself. Too many women are violated every year because they're too scared or embarrassed to fight back. And with assault rates remaining the same on college campuses despite university efforts, schools need to start implementing a self-defense portion for students. Otherwise, go to the YMCA, spend the $25, and although we're college students and we may not have the $25 to spare, $25 is really not that much when the other option could cost you your life.